Hello, Dimsdale. I'm Jet You Betcha with today's editorial, which technically makes it a Jetatorial. Anthem Blue Cross, Blue Shield's new policy limiting anesthesia reimbursement during surgeries in Connecticut, New York, and Missouri sparked outrage. The insurer, aiming to control costs and prevent overbilling, announced the change quietly last month. The American Society of Anesthesiologists criticized the plan, and the policy was quickly halted in New York and Connecticut. Governors Kathy Hochul and Sean Scanlon intervened after a public outcry. The insurer's decision to use Medicare data for time limits drew further scrutiny from experts like Dr. Donald Arnold, who questioned the data's validity and transparency. The policy, which could limit anesthesia time based on procedure duration, has been widely criticized by healthcare professionals. A heartbreaking news. An 8-year-old boy died after a statue fell on him at the Arizona Biltmore Resort in Phoenix. The incident occurred on November 27th when the child suffered a critical head injury from one of the resort's outdoor solemn sprite statues, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright and Alfonso Iannelli in 1914. The boy was taken to the hospital, but succumbed to his injuries the following day. Authorities described the death as a tragic accident, with no signs of foul play. The resort expressed condolences to the family and pledged cooperation with the investigation. The statues, part of the resort's historical preservation, were originally created for Midway Gardens in Chicago. Officials are still determining why the statue fell. In other updates, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck near Petrolia, California, off the Humboldt County coast at 10:44 a.m. on December 5, 2024, triggering a tsunami warning later canceled. Minor damage was reported in Humboldt County, including roof damage in Ferndale and cracked roads in Rio Dell. Power outages affected 10,000 residents. More than 30 aftershocks followed, the largest measuring 4.3. Officials estimate a 5% chance of a magnitude 6 or larger quake in the coming week. California's governor declared a state of emergency, and federal agencies remain on standby. Over 500,000 people received USGS early earthquake alerts. No significant damage or landslides have been reported, though assessments continue. Local officials urged vigilance as aftershocks persist. In another update, Coca-Cola has reduced its packaging sustainability targets, aiming for 35 to 40% recycled material by 2035, down from 50% by 2030. The company also revised its recycling goal, shifting from recycling every bottle by 2030 to ensuring the collection of 70% to 75% of bottles and cans annually without a set timeline. Environmental groups, including Oceana and Break Free from Plastic, criticize these changes as inadequate, accusing the company of greenwashing. Coca-Cola was named the top global plastic polluter for the 6th consecutive year in 2023, with its bottles frequently found as waste in public spaces. Despite these setbacks, Coca-Cola has introduced new 100% recycled plastic bottles for its soda line. From all of us here, stay classy, Dimsdale.